World Electronic Sports Games returns with a new season, the largest championship among national teams in the history of esports. Dota 2, Hearthstone, CSGO, StarCraft 2, and $5.5 million at stake. European finals will be held in marvelous Barcelona from the 22nd to the 26th of November. Win your slot in the finals of the World Championship. Register right now.
Yeah. Thomas Jackson. Yeah. Bounce. Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going into our second match of today, and it's another good one. It's a juicy one, if I do say so myself. We've got Envy Academy coming up against the Binary Dragons. I actually want to have a little look at the leaderboards, just see how both of these teams are currently doing. They've obviously got Binary Dragons. Oh, look, it couldn't be more perfect, could it? Both teams right at the top, 4-1. And one of them's now going to be taking that lead off of the other and giving a second loss over. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it should be a very good matchup. I think I'm going to slightly favor Binary Dragons. They have looked pretty hot recently. And not just in their profile pictures, talking about in the game. But Envy Academy are definitely a team that I think are rising and have impressed me. I'm still one of those people who's like, please don't break this team apart. Give them a chance to grow. Happy, don't steal any of them. Don't steal any of them. Let them play. Let them play. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe somebody is going to steal them away and ruin my dreams. Hey, Long Sun 0612. How are you? Anyway, we are going in. It's going to be that pistol round start. Aggressive peek going to be coming in. And me looking for a frag, but can't find anything as of yet. Look at this push from Binary Dragons. They're taking things right through. Already Hunter's going to get the first, and now they're just going to look to try and retreat, run away, not give a frag back, but it's not going very well. Hadji with the deagle will take the head off one. Hunter is going to be out of there. Still leaves it into a 4v4, but that advantage that we saw the CT side gather was so quickly returned that it wasn't really that much of a problem as of yet. Push going to be making its way over towards the B site. Trying to get the frag. Hadji another. Spins around and pops the head of one. Nice work from him. Actually gets 4 kills in the round. That's unusual. You don't normally see anything that impressive with the deagle in a pistol round. I'm not a massive fan of it. I think anybody who does it on CT side is a potato, but Hadji has done it T side. Gets that extra bit of range you don't get with the Glock, and it is going to be 1-0 to Envy. Just to clarify, this game is on the HLTV, because I know Mr. Mate messaged me like, where's the stream? Where's the stream? So, it is on HLTV, right? They've put it on there? Because I didn't check, I forgot. He is right. You do. Every day it's like, I just finished school. Hunter, the 5-7. We've seen an investment. Joxic saving for his AWP, and Letney's actually saved some cash as well, so maybe a double AWP coming in. Because I know Mr. Mate was telling me earlier on that we have had a change in in-game leader, so we'll see if it has effect on the way that Binary Dragons are going to be playing. Straight SMGs at the moment for the CT side, so those two unarmored players are going to have a nasty time going into this round, but it doesn't mean there's huge potential that they could actually steal this one away. They could do at second round victory. However, here comes the push. USP over the top, looking to try and hit something, but can't quite connect, and now the Shredders come into play as we lose 3 of our players over on Binary Dragons, and easy peasy, flawless round. Not a single player lost for the T side. And now they get to farm up all that extra cash. This is their chance to make a huge amount of money. Straight USPs in this round, which is just going to make this a money farm. I'm expecting $3,000 to be into the accounts of this T side, and not just from winning the round. I want every single... Oh, it almost got her in. That nade would have completely ruined what I just said. But there we go. $600 made using SMGs. How much more are we going to get? There's the 1200, 1800, 400. Are we going to finish it with a clean sweep, or is somebody going to get a kill with a pistol? Oh, no, don't ruin it. Yeah, we go. The full $3,000. There we go, though. The T's actually do go for that double orb setup. Try it. The aggressive peek towards the B side. One will sit on the back of A as well. So this is going to be that distance game. It's sort of like, you come to us, and we'll be waiting. Joxic has to reposition. Looking like he's tempted to peek into the Molotov, but isn't going to spot anything out. And they don't have a lot of utility over on that CT side, so it isn't ideal. Neno sat on the site. Doesn't have much support. Joxic trying to hold from outside. There's yet to be a smoke go down. Or if it did go down, it missed. And that gives them that opening. Of course, it's only SMGs. So it has to be close and personal from that T side. And they have managed to get a couple of kills. Of course, this is pure bonus from them at the moment. Make as much money as they possibly can. Do as much damage and then come back with a beautiful buy in the next round anyway. Smoke. For the bomb to be retrieved. I think they're just waiting. They're betting on this flank. Lambert. Gotta be careful. There goes the attempt at the bomb plant. And it will go down. So that's already even more money into the T-sided hands. Now the flank comes in. They've stopped watching. It's perfect from Lambert. He gets himself 2 kills with the MP7. And Joxic sat here wondering what just happened. Nice no-scope though. Quick scope, whatever you like. But Lambert is going to win the round for his team. A triple from behind. And 4-0 now to EnVy Academy. A great start from them. And look at the bank. I wish my account looked like that. I really do. Yeah, I've noticed that Lambert is incredible in clutch situations. He's not normally somebody that sort of has like the high frag potential. You don't really look at him and go, he's going to be top fragger every single game. He's going to be carrying the team through. But in like 1v2s, at least when I saw him at Gfinity, he was absolutely incredible. Like, he just seems to have a brain for CS. Either way, Pete going to be coming over the top. I'm not sure what Emmy was doing there. Maybe wanted to try and double down. Nice shot from Haji. You got to appreciate a one-tap like that. Haji with another. Already 3 kills this round, but we're not going to get any more. Petty Scale and Lambie. Lambie, damn it, Lambert. I didn't want to call him Lambie. I didn't want to read the name he's put there. And I did it by mistake. Double AWPs will be achieved once again from the Binary Dragons. They're looking to try and play cash with these AWPs. Although it didn't go too well in the last round. Joxic had a nice little shot. The sort of old style quick scope. But didn't really get to see any round winning clips from him just yet. Lambert now has an ult for himself. That's a nice start. An aggressive push as well. Not the easiest shot in the world. He's looking on fire today. Gets a tag onto Hunter. But that leaves Hunter with at least 1 kill. However, it's quickly removed from the round. Aggression going to come in from Letney. His decision is, okay, we've lost a lot of the map. Let's try and take some back. Instead, they go pushing. Joxic does hit 1. Turned into a 3 versus 3. Still got a lot to do on this site. Just going to try and hold onto the corner. Smoke to defend himself. Doesn't want to burn alive. He's going to be stuck in the corner for now. He has been spotted. Jax is going to pick up 1. Still trying to hold on to the site, but it isn't going to happen for Joxic. Nothing achieved. And now Letney, well, he doesn't really have much choice. He's got to save this AWP. They've got a little bit of extra cash. I know you look at it going, Tom, how is $800 going to make a difference? Well, I'll tell you. 3,400 because of the max loss. Plus the 800, that's actually a rifle. So that's not too bad. Letney can save, and then he can drop 1. And they may actually opt to go for it just to have that extra AWP. At the same time, they could just go for pistols and then still have a double AWP going into the next round anyway. But it hasn't really been working. The first pick that came into middle was wonderful, but the fact is the 2 players left at the end were actually the AWPers. One of them is still left now. Okay, I've got to ask. I think I've asked this before, but I forgot. What does 322 mean? I'm probably going to regret that. It probably means something horrific. I'm hoping it doesn't. But I genuinely don't remember what it means. I forget a lot of the abbreviations. I see that people send me messages and I have to Google them. Yeah, but like, what's the backstory behind behind that phrase? Okay, so 322 equals throwing, but why? T's, they do actually opt to force around it, so they get that AWP into hands. They've actually got a decent amount of rifles, so it's a little bit better than I was expecting. Boost into vent. Trying to take a little bit more of an aggressive hold of middle. Well, there's still only 2 players here. You can normally add in a third and then just play 1 on either side. Normally that involves AWPs, which we do actually have in the A set, so I'm a little bit disappointed we don't see Hunter maybe a bit further over, especially considering mid control has been such a big part of EnVy's game. We'll see, however, how they opt to play this one. Pop Flash is going to go into middle. VKL, Petty Scale, and Co are going to try and make their move. Neno is going to be there. Nice work from him. Already gets 1 and a second as well. Letney supports with the AWP onto the A site. Amber has managed to pick 1 back. It's still not over. Haji trying to sneak through the smoke, but Hunter will spot him in the gap. And now it is all onto Lambert. Now they've got plenty of money. Nice bunny hops. I'm liking the style points. Hunter. Wend it. That is just crisp. Absolutely crisp. Emmy, I'm sorry to do this to you, but Sorry. Da-da-da-da. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I needed to get out of my system. Da-da-da-da-na-na. OhYourMemes.com is that? That's not a real thing. Come on. 322. Oh, solo from VP Dota bet $322 on his own team. Oh, okay. Sounds like a lovely bloke. Here we go, though. 6-1. The chance for the reset, but a nice little boost. Jocks are going to get one. Looking for the second, but it's a quick trade back. Lambert still going strong. Has support from Hadji as well. And already they're going to have themselves a man advantage. But a lot of damage done. Yeah, SD is all about the cringe here. That's how I live my life. Nade. Be thrown out. Still got a man lurking into mid just to try and catch rotations, but they're actually going to go the long way around. So Letney may not be expected. He's going to be able to get all the way around the back, and the likelihood is they're going to be thinking it's clear. But Hadji, he's just homed in. He's like, nah, I know that there's someone there. Letney will be able to get one. The remaining two players are so low on HP. This has to be a round for Binary Dragons. If they don't manage to win this one, I will be a little bit worried. Nice shot from Letney again with the AWP. And Lambert, he may be great at clutches, but with 32 health and 3 players pushing into his position, it's not going to be happening. 6-2. Another round will be on the board.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Binary Dragons still not going to be out of the woods just yet. Here we go, though. Both teams with a 4-buy. Double AWP setups in again for the CT side. They seem pretty stuck to their ways at the moment. Side. Oh, they're going to go for the boost. Not doing it the running boost way, so they may actually be heard. Hadji is definitely close enough to hear any piece of information. Jax forward as well. Now, with nobody coming in from middle, they would definitely struggle to clear this boost if they don't know that anybody is there. That's the difference. If they know somebody's there, okay, it's a different scenario altogether. Emmy even going to start things off in mid as well. And they do have a much better mid defense here. Crossfire setup. Emmy actually gets another one. I think that was Petty running straight through the smoke, which you can't really advise. Two-man advantage now for the CT side. MV Academy's train of destruction seems to have slowed down at least a little bit. Hunter. Sneak around, but it's Letney with the AWP. Catch one more. 3-man advantage now for the CT side. Looking like they may have rectified some of the problems we saw earlier on. A little bit more of a focus into mid. This will be a very easy... Maybe not, it would be a very easy kill, but Hadji still connects the AWP shot onto Hunter. Only survives with 8 HP, and they're just looking to save their weapons now. They'll have enough for the remaining players to at least give them something. Petty Scale can maybe even drop an AK. But that is going to be 6-3. Binary Dragons, they are starting to bring this one back. And attempted wall bangs is not going to happen. We are actually going to see a pause from MV Academy. So, as said, the juggling should mean that they have plenty of cash to actually buy into this next round. Hadji can drop one for Lambert, and the rest of the team will just be able to buy comfortably. Hunter. Really? Why? Well, he's just gone so aggressive through the smoke. Didn't even have a flashbang behind him either. That is maybe a little bit of confidence sneaking in for Binary Dragons. They're going to lose the first man very early on. Joxic will be able to trade one back. At least bringing it into a 4 versus 4. Was being cleared by the T's in mid. They really want to have control of this. When they did, they looked like a deadly force, but it seems like the change in setup and Emmy starting to actually hit some shots in middle the last couple of rounds has made things much more difficult, but here comes the push into mid, and actually they've completely abandoned it. Complete control going to go the way of the T side. They can clear out all of the angles. They can reposition themselves a little bit closer, make things very difficult for this CT side. Emmy will find the shot onto Hadji though. That's going to limit the two-pronged attack, and that flashbang is wonderful. Jax eliminated from the round, and again, it's Emmy making the plays for his team. He's got setup though. That's one thing you have to admit. VK attempting what he can, and Petty Scale does manage to trade back too. There's only one man left on the site itself. It is going to be Emmy up above the world so high. And that's a lovely shot. Petty Scale brings it back into a 1 versus 1. Just needs to try and find Joxic. But Joxic with the perfect angle. He brings it very close. But the T side are not going to be winning this round. It's another for the CTs. But now even the loss bonus has started to build up behind them. And you have to wonder whether they may just go for it just for the sake of it. T-side actually going to play it pretty safe. I definitely could have warranted them going for a buy. They got it down to just one player. A lot of damage done to the CT economy. Instead, they're going to try and do it with the pistols. And we talk about the French sides being very good with these pistols. So far in this round, it isn't going very well. Hunter is just looking to mop up some frags. He's got the support from Letney as well, just in case he needs it. A couple of kills do come in for Lambert, though, right at the end. So it will be 6-5. Again, we're going to see some aggression into A main. I'm definitely liking the last few rounds I've seen from Binary Dragons. They've started to take portions of the map away, get themselves information, set themselves into better positions, and not just be waiting. Now, they have gone for a completely different setup into middle. In fact, they've got no one in middle. They've completely abandoned it. They've said to Envy, if you want it, come and get it. You can have it. It's all yours. But obviously, the T side don't have the same information that I have with this full map overview and x-rays of everybody through the walls. I mean, gonna be set up. Just spotting. You can throw down the Molotov if anybody does go to peek. The T's still just feeling out the map, playing nice and slow, looking to try still fight for control of middle. But as said, the CT side have completely abandoned it. They've said, as said before, if you want mid, you can have it. We're just going to be waiting on all of the outskirt positions on the map. However, the one place they don't really have defended very well is going to be B, and that's where the T's are going to be pushing. They need to rotate fast. On the site is going to be Joxic. Has the AWP. Letney's there to support him with a second. However, VKL will get the entry. Nice flashbang in. Blinds all three players, at least for a moment, and turns it into a 2v3 with one very low indeed. Lovely shot from Letney, who's been superb with this AWP. And Hunter is there to close. A brilliant round from this CT side. 6-6. We will see it equalized after a 6-0 start. So 2 streaks The T's, after looking so good at the beginning of the game, well, not so much anymore. Coming out. Six still wins the duel. VKL, he can be waiting all he like. He sits there patiently, and he gets then shot in the face anyway. Or maybe not in the face, in the chest, but still. And in middle, they're getting absolutely slaughtered. Binary Dragons maybe just having a little bit of a nap to start this game, and instead, they're absolutely destroying. 7 rounds in a row, 5 players alive. EnVy Academy, what has just happened? Pistols once again for EnVy Academy, all they can really afford. Here we go. What can they do with the pistols this time? It didn't work very well last time. The boost is in play yet again, but with mid-control going the way of the T side, it's not really that valuable a spot anymore. Unless Emmy can cover him very effectively. And it depends which position Emmy's actually going to cover. He's looking to peek into middle. VKL waiting with the dig. Actually takes a bit of a tag. Hunter's still going to be on this boost. They haven't spotted him just yet. And now, actually, his position works wonderfully. He picks up one. Peek out from Emmy. Still going strong. And he will take another 3 kills to add to his collection. He has been very impactful in this game. 8-6. Double AWP setup purchased up for the CT side. And T side, I think they've just juggled a couple of weapons. So Lambert has dropped an AK, and then Petty Scale has dropped an AWP. Cheers. Oh, I probably butchered that. Sorry, but thank you. Aggression into middle once again. Hunter trying to be a little bit sneakier. They're going to go for the boost. Or is he just going to wait for them to boost? Multiple players coming down. It does leave the T's with only one position to check. So you have to hope that they are going to check into this corner. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. Everybody's still alive. We almost lost it there, but it's all good. And they have not checked the angle, but Jack still wins the duel anyway. It is going to be a quick trade in the favor of the T side. Now VKL just looking to try and get rid of Joxic, who's been an absolute menace with this AWP. Emmy has managed to get one while rotating in. But really, they need Letney to find a pick. If he gets a pick, they have a chance. However, he doesn't need to go that aggressive. It takes a lot of damage from the Molotov, but he has done his job. He got the kill.
Bomb has been planted.
Jax. Try and stop anybody from rotating in. He's got to watch out for the man from behind, and that's Emmy once again. As said, Mr. Impact. As he finds another integral kill, leaving it onto Lambert. As said, the Clutch King. He takes some damage from the Molotov, which should give away a little bit of information as to where he's going to be. And in fact, they seem to know exactly where he is. Emmy tries to peek out, but the smoke will leave Lambert completely isolated from the situation. And Emmy, once again, Mr. Impact, finding crucial kills in big rounds for the team. They managed to streak 9 rounds together after the initial 6 that was found by EnVy Academy. And this man here, he may not be leaps and bounds ahead in frags, but he has been the man to watch all the way through. Very impressed. Here we go. Pistol round. Quite a bit of utility. Hunter actually going to pick up a P250 as smoke. There's a reason Emmy isn't in-game leading anymore. Who was it you said who replaced him? I've completely forgotten. He's been playing very well. He's just playing the waiting game. Is this a boost? Oh, I wanted to stay on. Who was that? No, we want to go back. Sorry. Observing. What is going on? There we go. This is what I wanted to see, okay? Ignore the fact that that was absolutely dreadful. We got a little bit of a boost coming in as they wait for the push, but nobody is pushing. They've actually got 3 players over towards this B site. 1 in that back box. Some may even call it the MV box. Lambert on the site. And they're basically playing a complete retake A strategy. That's the idea. Neno has managed to get out onto the forklift without anybody knowing. And the opening of the door should give quite a bit of information over towards that CT side. Bomb going to be able to cross. I think they're going to realize pretty soon, okay, they're looking to try and retake this site. And because of that, it's a very open plant coming in from the T side. They have everything they need. They have a Molotov. They have a late smoke to even throw down. Now it's down to what the CT side can do. They've got a smoke and a kit. The idea here, just get that smoke onto the bomb, but they're going to need to clear a lot of players out first. Hunter still has a flashbang ready in his hand, which he's going to use to just try and slow them down even more. And Petty Scale, we'll see if he uses the smoke too early. Molotov goes down. Actually going to be used over towards the forklift, which is quite interesting. Stops them rotating in, but actually just slaughter at the moment. The CT side have done wonders. It's all onto Joxic, and it's not going to be happening, but they can't find the kit. They've lost it. 4 players alive for Envy, but the man who goes down is the one who was holding the kit. That is the unluckiest round I think I've ever seen. MV Academy with a near flawless retake, but the one thing that wasn't flawless, the one man who died, was the man who had the kit. That you gotta feel a little bit heartbroken for them. That is just unlucky. And Binary Dragons, hey, they bought a lot of time. You gotta give them credit for that. Hunter gonna get the opening kill. Joxic meanwhile sneaking through. He has the AK, or one of the 2 AKs. Emmy with the other. Shot. Just quick execution of Petty Scale, and is going to do the same. Does take a dink from BKLL. Joxic is going to try and hold a couple of people onto the site. They still have the SMGs, looking to try and make a little bit of extra money. Over the bomb, comfortably going to switch over. The other thing to mention is that continues the streak of 11 rounds. 11 rounds. And it's great because I don't have to do any maths. Because all I have to do is go, oh, do I need to count? Nope. Nope, no, it's right here. It's right here. This number here is how many rounds they've won in a row. The round was totally calculated. My arse it was. CT side. Only got pistols. It's going to be a complete middle stack. They will actually get Joxic. That's an AK dropped onto the floor. Not the ideal start. I'm pushing into these sort of stacks. They can actually net quite a few kills. Ooh. Oh, no, they're both jumping at once. Come on, guys. Where's the communication? Letney, smart decision just to rotate in from behind and just looking to try and clear things up. Of course, oh, they were going for the AK on the boost. That's why they were jumping up there. And it is going to be picked up by Hunter as well. Galil not going to be saved, so that's something lost at least. Oh, my favorite football position, I quite like playing left mid. You thought I was on a day off. I don't have days off. Ever. Except Friday. Big Friday. And that's because my mum's birthday. They let me have that one off. No, I'm kidding. I do nothing in the day, so it's fine. That's so sad. It's a sad, sad situation. Being paid to cast Counter-Strike. Just for anybody wondering, I am. Do not message my employer. I mean, like a procaster. I am a procaster. I'm full-time employed. Singing now. Yeah, no, a beautiful singing voice. Yeah, Scorny's doing one of the things that I didn't want to score. Either way, we've got the push in. The bomb's down and the CTs are trying to retake, but it's not going very well. They've already lost 2 players. Flashbang going to force 1 back, but VKL has managed to pick up a kill in the meantime. Jax looking to try and do the same as he'll bring it back into a 3 versus 2. However, they don't have a kit. Is it going to happen again with the time? Just gets the better of them. Hunter now trying to survive with the Mac 10, and the Mac Daddy's doing all of the damage down to just 1. And Jax is just trying his best to find Mr. Hunter, who's dancing around the site. He'll clutch it out with the Mac 10, and that is what happens when I occasionally cast properly. 13-6. It is not going well for EnVy Academy. They're going to have to save once again. It's looking somewhat similar to the last game. Joxic just adds insult to injury. Peeks out with the AWP. It's 13 rounds in a row. Ooh! Hello, VKL. Does the V stand for VAC? Because that was disgusting. It's not going to make a difference, I don't think, unless Petty Scale can do something unbelievable. VKL does actually manage to get another one.
Terrorists win.
In a homosexual way. Good to know. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I love it. Was there a one-way on B? No. Random? Yeah. Yeah, it was a random shot. Random shot. 14-6. This is it for EnVy Academy. The do or die. The chance to survive. They only get 1 shot. Opportunity gone. Once you get the gist. Eminem lyrics. Blah, blah, blah. CT side going very aggressive into middle. Looking to try and take control, but it looks like it's going to be B where the hit comes in. Emmy already going to start things off. Letney with a simple kill onto the blinded Lambert. The Lambie baby down. Now, what can the CTs do? There you go, VKL. Still trying his best to bring this back. He drops the bomb. Joxic holding the angle. Now they can throw out all of the nades they want over towards that CT spot, but the bomb is on the floor. Who's going to be coming into event? Hadji is aware of this possibility, and he gets the second as well. Joxic, however, will be able to take down the man defending that bomb. Or at least one of them. The CT side are going to try and take this back into a 2 versus 2. And we were winning 6-0. It hasn't gone so well from there onwards. Yeah, the 14 rounds, well, they kind of are on the other side of the board. Side, I think they're quite paranoid. They've managed to retrieve the bomb. However, it is going to be into a 2v2. Decent chance now for the CT side after what was looking like a dead round. Luckily, they've got Hadji to try and bring things back. AKO actually hasn't been having the best game. Unlike him. Here we go. A late push. If he can deny this plant, the round may be done. Hadji gonna go for the peek, and that should be it. Just run away now. There's no chance for the bomb to be planted. Smart stuff from Hadji. Doesn't need to peek here. Will actually lose his life, which is going to make things even more difficult when it comes to their buy in the next round. But Hadji saves them there. Absolutely saves them. Get 2 kills in middle, and then he even goes back and drops the bomb towards the end. Great work from him. He's given them a lifeline. And finally, combo breaker. 14 rounds in a row. And there's finally one on the other side. Even if they string another 6, it's still only going to leave them in a losing position. They have to string so many rounds in a row now. If they want to win, they have to get the rest. 9. And Joxic doesn't like that, I did. Joxic doesn't like his opponents. Emmy going to keep the man advantage going. Hadji will be boosted up. That was close. That was insanely close. Lambert left on just 16 HP. Hadji from above will turn things back. 3v3. Nice flashbanging as well. This man is looking to just try and drag his team, kicking and screaming. He's going to be coming out though. Nano is going to get the entry. Just look to fade back into the door. Obviously ran out of bullets, so wants to be a little bit more careful. Lambert only has a UMP, so taking any sort of long-range battle here is just not going to work. Toxic. Oh, looks away, but he's given an opportunity by Lambert, who hesitates. I'm not sure if he just didn't spot his opponent, and now they've even seen Petty Scale. Small Skeleton. I don't know if that's actually his name. Spray through the smoke. It's going to get him one, and the fake plant gives away the position of Joxic. Another clutch, but another round. EnVy Academy. It's going to be 14-8. T-side can still invest, so we'll have to do a little bit of juggling. Throw some weapons between each other. It's going to be getting closer. CT side, though, still. 2 rounds they've managed. Each time only 1 player survives. So, a round win should close the game. That should be it. All Binary Dragons do is they need 1 now. They got 14 in a row. They need 1. So we know it's possible. We know, like, EnVy Academy, they only need 8. We've seen 14. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, 8 is a lot less than 14. It's, in fact, 6 less. Joxic. He's not going to miss that shot. Does actually get dinked up by Hadji. But Hadji going down early in the round, he's been the man who's been turning things back. When things go wrong, they look to Hadji. Once again, though, Emmy just waiting for the aggression. It is going to be coming, and actually finds a little bit of a gap around the edge of the smoke. I think Petty spotted it too, and Petty will win the duel. Nano, looking to spray through. The aggression comes out again, and this time it's Lambert who gives them the man advantage back. The dink onto Joxic now seems quite a bit more integral to the round. PKL peeks out. The timing catches Hunter as well, and maybe there is going to be a string of rounds. Joxic. 1v4. Hashtag Mad Tombas jokes. Oh, God. I don't think that hashtag needs to be created. I don't want to get my jokes quoted back to me. It's dangerous. I think it should be Tombas Facts as well. It should be called Tombas Facts. 14 is bigger than 8. And then if people, see, that'll be, one day I'll make that. Hopefully I'll be big enough that it works. And then people can start making up their own facts that I've supposedly said. Oh, Blux, I'm sorry to do this to you, but you call it nacho cheese. I know the answer to that one. That's an awful joke, but I do know it. That's one ugly crosshair. Hey, you leave him alone. He's shy now. Actually, Lola, I'll comfort him a bit. Leave my crosshair alone. It's not even my crosshair, but that's not the point. I don't use this crosshair. I don't like it, but shut up. 14-9, a streak of 3, and a difference of 5. Time. Only 2 weapons will survive on that T side. It's going to be, well, no, actually 1 weapon. The AWP, but there's armor. 2 players with Kevlar is what I'm trying to say. These are saving for the next. They'll have 2,900 loss bonus, so be in a pretty good position when it comes to actually buying back in. Jax. Trying to find the spot, but can't see anything as of yet. 3 AKs over on the CT side as well, so you know they've been picking up them guns and making net money. Although they haven't actually got a huge bank as of yet. This is their chance to really get it. Win a round cleanly, not lose too many players, and then maybe the comeback could be on. Still a long, long way to go. It would be funny, for me at least, if Envy then won after 14 rounds in a row from Binary Dragons. That would just be mad. Like, they can only win in streaks. Flashbang goes out, looking like a little bit of an aggressive play coming out from VKL, and he gets a lot of information with 30 seconds left. They know where the push is coming. Double Molotov, double the flames, double the pain. And the T's are forced to wait with only 20 seconds left. Joxic needs to make some sort of entry here. He needs to give them an opening because the time is ticking so low. They're just going to have to barrel on, but the CTs now know exactly where they are. And it is Lambs to the slaughter, and I don't mean Lambert. He'll survive, and the T's will fall. 4 players alive, 14 to 10. And it is going to be a pause now coming out from Binary Dragons. They're going to take a moment, think about what they've done. The streak now starting to go back the other way. My phone just gave me a notification. This is genuinely true. It said, how to drink water the healthy way. Thanks, Samsung Hell. There's a way to unhealthily drink water? Okay, and I'm just going to ignore whatever my phone just said to me, because that sounds mental. But here we go. T-side all over towards that A main spot, and already Lambert doing damage with that AWP. A little bit of aggression coming out from the CTs on the B side of the map as well. Looking like Binary Dragons may have just hit the wall. Was it my voice, Mr. May? Snort the water. Oh, is it also to stick my head in a bucket of it and just try and breathe? That's another healthy way to drink water. Lambert. And Jack's trying to take down Joxic. He's dodging bullets at the moment, but isn't hitting any of his own. And actually, Lambert, how does he get away with that? Not even facing in the right direction, and it's a second onto Joxic as well. The man is alive and kicking. We saw at the beginning. Lambert already getting 4 kills. Ace on the cards. Only Hunter to try and stop him doing it. Hunter will be able to pick one. Spray through the smoke is wild. Actually going to get himself a second as well, so at least making things a little bit more costly. Lambert low on HP. A third for Hunter. Surely not. Surely not. 12 HP. Hot flash goes out. Oh, he doesn't know there's a man towards quad. The dream is dead, and so is Hunter. The time was low, so he took a bit of a risk. Unfortunately, the risk did not net him a reward. 14 to 11 and 5-round streak now for the CT side. Now we've seen, okay, let's look at the beginning of the halves. The T's get 6 and the other team gets the remaining 9. It took me too long to work that out. So if they get 5 and then get the remaining 10, then they win. Da-da-da. Maths. Here we go. Aggression coming in. Joxic will start things off. It is a 4-spy coming out from the T side. Trying to bait out the shots. Lambert's having none of it. Oh, you want to dance, do you? Well, I'll shoot you through the wall. Letney's still going to be sat in the corner. Seems like they know he's there, although actually VKL's going to fall as well. Lambert doing what? Can he get a second with the P250? Pistols are balanced. 3 versus 2. Hunter has managed to get himself an AK at least, or may have still had an AK from the beginning of the round. Yeah, he does. He still has one from the beginning of the round. Petty scale. He's got all the information. Both players are here and he's going to go down. Hunter with the entry. The 2 top players for this T side. This is Lambert and Jax. Can they keep the train going? The pain train. Hunter, not going to be affected. He's immune to nades. And he still only has a CZ, so has to be careful at the range he's actually going to take this battle. Jax looking to push in. Lamb has actually been given an angle with that AWP. Jax gets the first, looking for the second. Emmy just trying to hold on. CZ up close versus the P250. It's a dance of death, and both players are surviving for now. It's going to be the run onto the site. Lambert is going to be incredibly close, whether he defuses this bomb or not, and I don't think he's got it. Half a second left, but Binary Dragons finally, after a long break of 5 rounds, win themselves a round. Ridiculously close, but just not to be. And it's all about that dance, really. Literally, that dance of death was the difference. Binary Dragons hit 15. The chain is broken. Will we start a new train? Both teams already suffering a little bit in terms of the amount of money they have. CT side don't have much utility and have a Shredder, the MP9, in play. The T's, meanwhile, have 2 UMPs to make sure they can have some extra utility. BKL with his trusty one-way, although the one-way, not so much of a one-way anymore, more of a gap, but... Oh. Oh, that was anticlimactic. We have the build-up, the moment, it begins to happen, and then TeamSpeak crashes. Dun, dun, dun. That's kind of ruined, isn't it? That's ruined. Ooh. HLTV. Henny and Lucas have requested to leave Immortals. What's this? The Twins have requested to be moved to the bench and will return to Brazil this Wednesday. Both are still contracted, so someone will have to buy them out. What is going on? Maybe they're going to meet back up with KNG. Then again, no, I wouldn't like to be the organization that brings in KNG. So controversial. It's such a massive risk. Either way, he's a talented player, though. No one can deny that. But, anyway, we are back into our round. Things have changed. Although, one thing that hasn't changed is the T's are still looking to try and go towards that A site. Asher's new in-game leader. Well, that would be interesting. Kill them, my friend. Haji, waiting in the corner. Can the Shredder do its job? He's actually just going to wait. Try and hold on for the perfect moment. He gets himself one, but he's being shot from behind. It is a 2-for-2 trade. Nano spots a man going into A main, so they've got the information, but VKLL is still doing work once again. Nano through the smoke, and the forklift will be able to pick up VKL and leave it into a 2 versus 2. There's still a man on the site. He goes for the peek. Jax spots him out. Jax wins the duel. Now it is all on to Nano, and he's not going to do it. Jax will keep them going, keep them kicking, and Binary Dragons now don't even have the money to buy into this next round. It's coming down to clutch time, and it is going to be down to next to nothing for this round for Binary Dragons. The streak may have ended. And the only round that they've got, other than the streak, every single player died. Their money's not looking good, and because of that, they are actually going to force into this every penny they've got. Meaning that if they don't win this round, it's likely that we'll see MV Academy hit 14 before they have another bye. These do have a decent amount of utility at least. Emmy actually going to go heavy on utility instead. We'll start things off. They're expected to win this round. It is going to be a retake scenario for the CT side. And they don't actually have much utility to do it with. It's all just going to come down to their teamwork And of course, headshots. And already, Haji will start things off with the first headshot. Emmy will actually, that's a pretty impressive shot at range to take down Jax. But it's only going to be 2 of his teammates left to try and hold on here. And I do not believe it's going to be very difficult, at least. Nano, he manages to get one. And now the clearing out position. And Haji, with a little bit of acrobatics, will be there to help close out the round. VKL with the kit. And it is going to be 15 to 13. Bonpon gives a bit of extra money, but really, I think Binary Dragons have to wait. A couple of people saying 16-13. I'd be impressed considering they're not buying this round. Here come the Deagles, though. How much damage can they do at least? Nano? Well, he's not dealing damage, he's taking damage. Down to just 10 HP. B-side. Just going for a pretty basic round, really. They did buy that. They bought Deagles. They didn't fall by. Jax has to be a little bit careful, but has Haji to save him. His knight in shining armor. Haji will be able to take one more, but Joxic with the headshot through the box retrieves a Deagle as well. Gives him a little bit more range. Unfortunately, he's going to be caught from behind. I'm pretty sure your prediction is always 16-6, Mr. Mate. It was as well yesterday, I'm pretty sure. And I know that you said either 16-6 or 16-7. But you are incredibly biased, so I'm not overly surprised. Letney could at least make things a little bit costly. If they could drop an AWP, then maybe there's something there. He may have spotted VKL. Gone into the corner. Only one spot he can be, Letney. You got to pre-fire it. Oh, no! Oh, he's good. That's got to have annoyed him. That would have annoyed me. $15-14. It all comes down to this. We've gone streaks and bounds from 6-0 up for EnVy Academy to 14-6 in favor of Binary Dragons. And we now sit 15-14. Only one of the last 9 have gone the way of the Dragons. Can they steal away the last one? The most important one for them, at least. It gets them the W. It puts them top of their group ahead of EnVy Academy. This is a pretty fitting game, to be fair. These are the 2 teams that currently sit at the top of Group A, and there's the aggression that works out for the CT side. They get the first, but actually the aggression in may... Okay, it may have cost them, but they actually get the kill. However, the push through vents, that can make things interesting. They know there's a player in behind, and in terms of a retake, this could be perfect, but Jax is going to peek straight in before the smoke can bloom, leaving them with a 2-man advantage. Surely this is it. Jax, he goes pushing back in, though. He risks it all for a little bit of fame and fortune, but there's the dunk straight through the window. Lambert with another, and we are going to OT. Yeah, no, see, I called it. I was like, 8 is less than 14. Then they bring it back. See? Clearly, I am a next level analyst and not just saying random stuff and hoping it sticks. That's the saying, isn't it? If you throw enough crap at the wall, eventually some will stick. I don't really understand the saying. Because why would you want it to stick? Unless you're building a crap house. Anyway, let's move away from sayings and get back into the game. 15-15. Lambert currently on 30 frags. DK double early hours. That's a secondary AWP. Gets that opening pick. Emmy is down. He's gone quite quiet since the CT side. He was the man having all the impact in the world. Close. Jax will be able to get one. How does that not connect? Must have moved away. Hunter and Neno. All that remains of this Binary Dragons terrorist force that want to destroy Cash. Push going to be coming in. This is such a nice setup. Neno doesn't stand a chance in hell, and the bomb now dropped for Hunter to try and retrieve. He doesn't even know the Petty... Okay, he now does know the Petty Scale is there. He sees the Knave fly across his screen, expecting somebody to be holding the angle, tries to bait out the shot, and does it successfully. However, he's now being surrounded. Does manage at least to pick up one, but there's so little time left, and VKL holding the angle with the AWP. Important as well, because both orbs will now be kept into the next round, and the T side are going to be able to purchase. However, if they lose this one and don't get a bomb plant, it will actually be quite a painful buy going into the next. 16-15. It is a best of one. Our next game is scheduled to start at 8 PM UK time, 9 CEST, so an hour away. So all of this can just fill the time in my eyes. The match was removed anyway, so expecting to be casting now. And I've just clicked the wrong button, which takes us into the map. Ignore that. Terrible observing. Blame the observer. Damn observer. What an idiot. 16-15. EnVy take the lead for the first time since they were 6-0 up. Well, I suppose since they were 6-5 up. Counter boost currently in play for Jax. It definitely looks like they've gained some confidence. They're going for some more interesting plays. It's not actually going to get them a kill. More importantly, the T's are going to start things off. Now have some control into middle as well, although it does look like there's a player boosted in vent, and Petty Scout is just far enough back that the Molotov actually isn't going to reach him, and Hunter is not going to be expecting the peak to come out. 4v4 entails. The CT side remove that man advantage. And the fact is, they're now going to have to try and re-clear the vent with another Molotov, so even more nades being expended. He's now look to gather up towards that A side of the map. All going to be open, so Lambert gets a little bit of information, but he's wary of middle. Bogdan's Law will be entailed as they give the AWP to the low HP player. Steel will be rolling in his grave, although, just remember, Simple is not Bogdan. Joxic finds the entry, still doing work with that AK instead. Looks for more, they don't have much time, but Joxic has done it alone. 3 kills for him in this round. Bomb is going to be planted, and they can't stop him. He gets traded his AWP for an AK-47 instead, and just has a massive round. 16-16. Now takes his position firmly at the top of the board. Still Lambert leading the way. Haji actually forced to go for an MP9. I think that's because they wanted to make sure they have the double orbs in play. But look at this. Rush B, the classic strat. Taken straight from the Russian handbook, and it has worked perfectly. Hunter and Lenny, they get those opening picks. Something to change the pace, change up the game. And Binary Dragons have thrown it in late. 2 opening kills. There's no point in saving here, as you get all of your money back going into the second half anyway. Behind. Jax is going to get CSGO'd. The timing may get the better of him, although he's actually going to get a chance to turn back around, but now the time is ticking. Jax manages 1. He can't do anything more. And Haji, you're an MP9 hero. You got 4 players to find. No kit and no time. Let's see what you can do. First, he drops the weapon, but look how many players are there. And, well, hello, darkness, my old friend. Haji falls. 17-16, 2 rounds taken on the T side. And when we last left the CT side, it was a 9-round streak for Binary Dragons. Can they continue where they left off, or will we have our start that we saw from Envy Academy? We actually managed to win the first 6 rounds on the CT side before losing the remaining 9. It has to be said as well that because of that, you would want to probably bet your money on Binary Dragons here, because that's where more buy rounds would have been. The money would have been on both sides for multiple times. If you win 9 rounds in a row, you're coming up against buy after buy after buy, especially when you're on the CT side, because all it takes is a bomb plant to get the T's money to purchase. So realistically, this is Binary Dragons to lose now. Their CT side buys were actually very good. Either way, overtime is always a different story. It's a different game altogether. The money aspect is somewhat removed, although you do have to be a bit careful going into that 3rd round if you lose the first 2. But the fact is, for MB Academy, they can't afford to lose the first 2. The magic number is 19. That's what Binary Dragons are going to be aiming for. Joxic, the first AWP. Letney with the second. Letney was actually very good with the secondary AWP in the first half as well. You can see if he can continue, and of course the man who's facing off against them, at least with an AWP, is going to be Lambert, who's currently sat at the top of the board. Say that for every caster. Probably not. They probably say it for the ones that they employ. Here we go. 1 minute 10. Coming out. Attempting to take control in the middle. Of course, the T's don't actually know how much positioning has been taken. The nade's going to get Lambert down to just 9 HP. Again, more changes being thrown in by Binary Dragons, and every time they seem to be doing a lot of damage. Emmy's still going to be waiting in middle. He definitely started to have quite a big impact when it came to the later rounds in this one, but this time it's going to be Jax. Peeks out and takes the head off of Emmy, leaves it into a 3v4 around this corner spot. Into MBK is going to be Letney. AVP, or AWP, I don't know why I just said it the wrong way. He sat in the corner. Another kill comes in. Jax manages 1. It's all onto Letney in the corner. Can he save this for his team? The answer is looking like no, and Joxic is so far behind. He may just have to consider saving the AWP here. I am Supreme. Joxic is just looking to save. The T's have guaranteed themselves a bye into the next couple of rounds. Just about survives the bomb. See a pause. Actually, a tactical pause in from MV Academy. I definitely agree with this. They won the round, fine. But this is their chance to come up with something a little bit different. They've got obviously everything at their disposal. Plenty of money. If they wanted to throw something in, this would be the time to do it. And at the same time, even just taking a pause and cooling off could be exactly what they need. Because now Binary Dragons are going to be sat there thinking, okay, what are they trying to do to counter us? Double AWPs will survive this round, but if MV Academy win this one, there's not going to be enough money for Binary Dragons to actually buy into the next. And that could be a massive factor when going into this series. Closing out this series, of course. As I said, this is to take that top spot in the group. Both these teams are 4-1 at the moment. Here we go. Joxic trying to take that aggressive peek once again. Waiting around the Molotov. Won't spot anything as of yet. Lambert is the counter up on the other side of things. Come in. Spray through. Does a bit of damage, but not anything too crazy as of yet. Oh, it looked like Joxic was close to spawning. But here we go. Lots of nades being thrown in. This is all an elaborate ruse. This is the fake. This is the strategy. The attempt to drag players over towards the B site. The problem is, it has not worked. There's still multiple players over on A. A minute left on the clock. They don't need to push the issue. And actually, the B site's completely under the control of one of the players. How has Petty got here? Do they know he's there? That's the real question. It looks like Joxic has an idea. But because of this, now the T's are looking to try and rotate out. The spot comes in, but Joxic can't quite hit the shot as of yet. But there we go. That's the opening they needed. And now the rotation comes into question. Neno's still going to be in the vent, waiting patiently. VKL takes one in mid, and because of that, he's going to turn around. He misses his chance. Although actually, Lambo walking into the back doesn't spot him in vents. Leaves it into a 3v3. Again, VKL just doing work, holding off rotations, closing down these remaining CT players, and he leaves it onto just Letney. VKL working wonders on this rotational game. The lurker for the team doing his job perfectly. And now it's going to be 18-17. Another pause call from EnVy Academy. This is it. They know that their opponents aren't going to have much money. They might as well use them. And I am, like, I have to say, them calling pauses like this, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. For a team to take the time to think of a strategy, even if it doesn't work particularly well and you change something on the fly, that is absolutely great. To take the time, use your pauses, and to give yourself just that extra little bit of time to sort of pick what you're going to do in this round. Now, if they don't close this out and Binary Dragons manage to counter them, okay, whatever. At least they've given themselves the best opportunity. There we go. Pistols, one rifle, and a UMP is what Binary Dragons have left to defend. Now, a lot of teams in this scenario will win the first 2 rounds and then lose the third. How much are you going to win? I don't bet. You crazy? I just like Counter-Strike. Here comes the push. Already a couple of kills coming in for EnVy Academy. One man left on the site, trying his best to defend it. Neno doing the work. Does actually get one, but now Hunter. He's the star. The man that everybody looks to on this Binary Dragons roster. He needs to try and find a 1 versus 3. The second he drops, he's going to make some noise, but actually Jax doesn't react. His headphones turned off. He's brought it into a 1 versus 2. Pops out the flash. Don't know where any of his opponents are. Does have a rifle close, but there it is. Petty Skell closes out the game. It will be 19-17 in favor of EnVy Academy. What a comeback. A very impressive showing overall, as they were 14-6 down, and you just have to give props to them for that. An absolutely wonderful performance, a great game to cast, and now we have a 40-minute break until we witness the next one. It will be Binary Dragons once again, and they face off against Pride. Make sure you tune in, and if you don't already follow me on Twitter, it is @TomBiz. See you in a moment, or see you in 40 minutes. Peace out.